you see that one?
Obviously a very bad second half from us. Started on the offensive end and then trickled down to how we defended.
Was it a case of Derek and Xavier kind of getting their eye in, or was it the shooting? Like, what do you put it down to?
Started with us missing a few good looks in the beginning of the third, becoming tight again, and completely not executing.
Obviously, record crowd in. What kind of a role does it play when you are sort of on the back foot when there's a crowd of 18,000?
You're in this moment in the grand finals, then you better be the kind of guy who enjoys playing in front of this kind of crowd, who enjoys playing in this kind of environment. If you don't, this is not for you.
Obviously, you've beaten this team before. What gives you the confidence you can go on to in these next two games and flip the script?
We know who we are, and we know we're not playing to our level for big stretches of the game. We also know that Sydney are a great team. And if you lose your focus for a few minutes, the game breaks open. I believe in our guys' ability to go and put together a good 40 minutes and come back here for Game 5.
Is it just the shooting that needs to change? What else?
Of course not.
Could you elaborate?
No.
Just one for me. How do you reflect on this game as a playing group?
Yeah, not our best performance. First half we were able to get some things going, but still I didn't think we defended at the level that we hold ourselves to. Certainly not in the second half. So yeah, disappointing.
So it felt like a pretty intense sort of atmosphere out there on the court, pretty much from the tip off. How did it feel out on ground?
Yeah, felt like a final game. Like intensity was high. We bought it for portions, but we couldn't sustain it for 40 minutes. And as Mody mentioned, you drop that level for a moment, and these guys punish you.
Gerald Brantley felling out at the start of the fourth quarter was probably the last thing you guys needed. What's the chat out on court when you lose a guy like him who's been so crucial this season?
Yeah, not ideal. We had a number of guys in foul trouble tonight, and we'll have a look at how we defended and make some adjustments.
How important is it not to lose any confidence going into Game 4?
Obviously, crucial. Confidence is it's a hard thing to master, but we have to go in guns blazing and play our hearts out for our home crowd, and we're looking forward to going home and righting our wrongs from tonight.
Anyone on the Zoom? Chris?
Sorry, yeah, I'll jump in quickly. Mody, when you reflect on what happened in that 12-minute stretch where you couldn't make a field goal and scored 4 minutes in the second half, what do you think went wrong in that period for you that you can turn around for Sunday?
We need to go back to the film and look. I felt for big stretches of it, we created the kind of looks that we want to create. But for sure, we need to be better. That's on me.
Up until that point, there were times where it looked like you were really on top and, you were 9 points in front to start the second half. Do you still have the faith that what you do when you do it well is good enough to win this series?
100%.
Tom, similar question to you. When the team goes through a stretch like that where you can't hit a field goal for 12 minutes, how do you need to find a way to stop that happening, I guess, moving forward?
Trust ourselves, trust our system, trust our teammates.
Good answer.
How frustrating was it at times with some of the calls going against you? And we've seen during the whole final series, sometimes flops have been rewarded, sometimes the flops have been called. What was your reaction to some of the things out there tonight, Tom?
Look, refereeing is what it is. You can't change. You have to try and adjust to how the game's been called. I don't think we adjusted, and I don't think we defended like we used to, like we do, and that probably affected the way they called the game.
What's the feeling like before I hand over to Mark? Going into Sunday night, you're going back home and you're going to be playing in front of the biggest ever crowd in Breakers history with your season on the line now, Tom.
Bloody excited, mate. It's going to be good. I know that people in New Zealand are excited to get us home, and we want to go and, as I said before, represent our country and our fans to the best of our ability and put in a much better performance for them.
Mark, you're up.
Mark here. Just a couple of quick ones. What concerned you more? 21 second half points, and what happened with the offense, or the 91 conceded?
Is that question for me?
Yes, for you.
Both. Neither is more than the other. Both are crucial.
Barry and Jarrell were both scoreless in the second half. Off the top of your head, what went wrong there? How were you not able to get them flowing in the second half at all?
I mean, Jarrell barely played in the second half, so not a lot of opportunities to get him going. And Barry had his looks. He had his actions. Need to spring him free a little bit for sure.
And just last thing, Tom, you've been in these positions, 1-0 down, best of 3 series. Do you feel, can you just talk to, I guess, the mindset needed in this position, and do you feel still alive in this series?
Of course we do. We got to go out there with nothing to lose, and as I said before, trust that we have all the pieces that we need, and all the ability that we need, and all the intensity that we need to get the job done.
Thanks, guys.
Anyone else? Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, boys.